Hello everyone and welcome to a new video from Your Overwatch. I'm Eddie the Chump and today we'll be talking about today's patch notes. Obviously there's a ton of new skins and cosmetic content which we've covered, and the changes to the elimination modes are so compelling that FREEDO actually is going to do an entire video on this subject, so look out for that later. This video though is covering the various in-game changes that this patch brings. Now most if not all of these changes were previewed on the PTR, so we're just going to go through them very quickly here. What's great is that console players don't have the privilege of playing the PTR, so if you're a console player this is a good video for you. Elimination. So very quickly, some quality of life changes have been made to the elimination modes. There's 3 new maps to play on in addition to the original Antarctica one. Blizzard have also changed how hero selection works. If you or your team take a hero and win a round with it, you can't pick that hero anymore. So you or your team only get to take Mei and win 1 round with her. There's also an objective that's been added for overtime so people can't hide forever. As I said, FREEDO has got a whole video on this coming, so expect him to go further in depth as there are more changes than I've mentioned here. Recoil. So now there's an option to remove the recoil recovery adjustment that the game can make for you on the heroes McCree, Widow and Ana. This subject has rolled on for ages. Obviously we've made videos calling it a bug, but that turned out to not be true. It was deliberate. Now there's an option to turn it off should you so choose, which I will be doing immediately so I can dominate with McCree at plat level like the plat god that I am. Genji got a small buff in terms of being able to engage immediately after wall climbing. The devs say it's a quality of life adjustment. We tend to agree. It's obviously good, but it's perhaps not as impactful as the same change his brother got, which we'll discuss next. Hanzo not only got the wall climbing buff, meaning he can scatter that defensive Mei on Hanamura from the left window immediately, but he also got his charge time increased by 10%, meaning he can now charge an arrow 10% quicker. That's massive. We actually think Hanzo will be very good after this change in skilled hands. Increasing his fire rate, which is arguably what this does, will just increase the potential DPS he can do. It's a very interesting change. Hanzo meta anyone? Oh, and if you charge a shot, climb a wall, when you leave that wall, your shot is still charged. That's excellent for him as he can pre-charge something, pop up a wall, shoot and evade very quickly. I'm sure there's going to be many videos covering how this affects the game, so keep your eyes open. Now the Orisa changes are something we covered extensively when they came to the PTR. Her shield now cools down quicker, 8 seconds instead of the 12 it was previously, but her gun does 9% less damage. Now those other videos go more in depth than I will here, so I'll link them top right now. The cliff notes are, her getting improved shielding is obviously good, but her kit is still slightly underdeveloped in our opinion. Reaper got a quality of life adjustment. He now reloads automatically in Wraith form. That's a good change for him, although you could get close to this if you timed it correctly before. Having it reload automatically now is a straight up improvement, albeit a small one. Reinhardt's Earthshatter has been nerfed slightly. Now it has an effective vertical range of 2 meters down from 3, meaning it won't as often knock you out of the air on heroes like Pharah or Genji. Also, the geometry that the Earthshatter can climb has been reduced by the same amount, from 3 meters to 2 meters. This means it won't climb as many objects in its path if they're tall enough. It's a slight change, it will have real in-game consequences, but at least in my opinion, this change is probably for the better. Soldier's damage has been nerfed ever so slightly from 20 down to 19. In the immediate, this means it takes 6 headshots to kill instead of 5. But overall, through many different engagements in the game, it will make him slightly more situational and less like a Terminator that demands an instant pick. It seems like a tiny nerf, and it is, but it isn't without consequence. The killfeed has been updated, and in our opinion, in a very positive way. Assists are now factored in, your own final blows are highlighted in white, some abilities get their own icon, Mercy's reses are shown, as well as environmental kills. Oh, and some ability assists, like McCree's flashbang and Discord orb, are also represented. I like all these changes. It really does give you a better idea of who's doing what, and more info is always a good thing, so long as it doesn't dominate your screen, which this doesn't. There's also some assorted bug fixes, like Rein not hurting himself twice when he attempts to pin a fortified Orisa, and Lucio's boop working on Orisa when she's all gold and unmovable. Overall, a lot of small changes that add up to the game functioning much better. Let us know in the comments if you rate these changes, or if you'd have liked to see anything else get changed that didn't, and anything else you guys can think of. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating. If you never want to miss one of our videos again, please click the bell icon next to the subscribe button on our channel to join the notification squad. You'll be in good company. Please check out our Discord, where you can join one of the biggest Discord communities for Overwatch out there. Also, finally, please check out our Twitter. It's where you can find updates about new videos and other cool stuff. I've been Eddie the Chump, and until next time.